Hello my friends, this is Splish and I hope you're having a great day. Today the time has come to take a look into Modern Warfare 2019 and how the game is doing right now. I'm asking the question, of course, how is Modern Warfare doing in 2021? And it's also towards the end of 2021 and a lot of things has happened since this game was released. We've got 2 new COD games, getting to that a bit later on. Yeah, the game was released in the end of October 2019 and there was quite a lot of things that were changed, you might say, in this game, and we're getting to that. Infinity Ward is behind the game and Activision is of course the publisher as usual, and I know that the Infinity Ward team started to work on this game in 2016 or after 2016 when they had released Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Infinity Ward introduced an entirely new engine, a graphics engine for the game, which allowed for new performance enhancements such as more detailed environments and also ray tracing capabilities. Yeah, this was a big up, you might say, when it comes to the graphics, the quality standard of the graphics in a Call of Duty game. It hasn't really been changed that much over the years. And as you may know, Sledgehammer Games has used the same engine as here when they have been making Call of Duty Vanguard. Another thing that was new in the Call of Duty franchise is the support of cross-platform multiplayer and cross-platform progression for the first time in the series, and I think this was a huge step forward when it also comes to Call of Duty. For the multiplayer also, they scrapped the franchise's traditional season pass and they've removed the loot boxes, enabling them to distribute these free post-launch content to the player base in the form of seasons. The new look of the game also came a bit with a new design when it comes to, I think, how Infinity Ward wanted to approach this game and also to the players when it comes to becoming a bit more, you might say, almost tactical and realistic in some ways. It is a nice thought, even though Call of Duty has always been, and I also think should be, this more arcadey shooter. Don't get me wrong, I like this and I'm getting to certain reasons why I like this game, but I do think it also created problems with this kind of map designs where you could, you know, burst doors open, quite a few of them, into buildings, and also long corridors, dark rooms and so forth. It kind of encouraged some people to just sit in there and camp, you know, and that's never been a positive thing, at least not in my book. But I have to say, I have enjoyed playing this game quite some, and it was nice to come back to it. And from being a sniper's perspective, as you see it here, it's only sniper gameplay. Sure, I do play with red guns now and then too, and I do feel, also now coming back from games such as Cold War and also Vanguard, that this is really well designed for me. When it comes to the weapons, they look good, the animations are really smooth and they look good. The sounds are good when it comes to the actual weapons. That's something I really can't say all the time when it comes to Cold War and Vanguard. And there's quite some distinct differences between weapons here, and I think that's really important, so you actually feel that you're changing your weapon. I mean, for me, again, it's a sniper. If I play with the R700 as here, it feels very light, and if I go on to, as here, the AX50, I get a sniper and a gun that has some weight, and you can almost feel the sway a bit in your hand when you're using it. And I think it goes for some of the red guns as well. Let me know in the comments if you agree with me. I also have to mention the single player that I enjoy to play. I did that during a live stream, and it's quite clear now with the new graphics engine that it has a different look and it adds more realism into it, and also tactically based moral choices whereupon the player is evaluated and assigned a score at the end of each level. Players have to quickly then ascertain whether NPCs are a threat or not, such as a civilian woman who is believed to be reaching for a gun, for example. I think you remember that scene. If you play the single player, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I also have to add to this the Special Ops mode, where the game's Special Ops mode features cooperative play missions that follow up the campaign story. That was also in there. But we can't talk about Modern Warfare 2019 without mentioning Warzone, of course. That was released later in March 2020, and it reached high levels when it comes to player count and popularity. This Battle Royale game of Call of Duty, you might say. Personally, I didn't play it that much. At that point, I was quite tired, honestly, when it comes to playing Battle Royale games. But I can understand. It definitely gave a new experience when it comes to a Battle Royale game. And a lot of people are still playing it to this day, of course. Especially since it just continues into the next Call of Duty, which is Call of Duty Vanguard and the Caldera map. Unfortunately, right now, right there, it's problems when it comes to performance performance, and it's got to be a hassle also for a lot of players since there's new meta into the game all the time with new weapons. Personally, I'm kind of staying away from that, at least for now. As you can see here, when it comes to the player count, there's definitely still people playing it. I'm not surprised. Also, again, Warzone has had a huge impact when it comes to Modern Warfare. But I also think that we will see people come back to this game a bit now and then. Also when they get tired of playing, for example, Cold War and also Vanguard. That's kind of typical when it comes to the life cycle of Call of Duty games, I would say. Since I did mention performance issues when it comes to Caldera map in Vanguard and the Vanguard multiplayer or the game overall, I don't know where to start. We're not talking about that game right now. Then I also have to mention that I've heard that people are having problem when they are reinstalling, for example, Modern Warfare now and wants to play that, and that's very unfortunate. I don't know so much about it, I've just heard it and I wanted to mention it. I did not have a problem when I installed it. Everything was working just fine as it has before. And therefore I can also say that coming back to this game just shows again that this is a very polished game, you know. It's well developed, and you might not like it, you might not like everything that's in the game, certain maps or features, the whole kind of more realistic kind of touch to the Call of Duty series here. But again, it's a good game in my book. I hear some bigger YouTubers that don't like the game, and yeah, that's their opinion, and I respect that. With that said, let me know what you think about Modern Warfare 2019 in the comments. And if you're new to my channel and you like FPS gaming, don't hesitate to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and we meet up in the next video.